We're at the Northfork Hostel. We just stayed the night here, and we're about to do the thing. We're about to hike the Pacific Northwest Trail.
Yeah, let's go to Washington.
Okay, here we go.
How was breakfast?
I didn't eat any breakfast. You did.
Oh, I had a sticky bun. It was delicious. We're leaving the Polebridge Mercantile, heading to the trail. Day one, since we skipped Glacier due to COVID, and yeah,
It's happening.
We're hiking the PNT.
Actually, we're just road walking.
We're road walking. It's mostly road walks today.
We just found our first Pacific Northwest sign, which is really exciting. This is probably as close as we're gonna get to having a start monument. Not that this is the normal official start, but for us it's our official start given everything that's happening around the world right now with the pandemic. So it's an exciting moment.
Just had lunch, our first PNT lunch.
Well, but it wasn't hiker trash lunch.
No, we got a turkey sandwich from the Polebridge Mercantile.
Yeah, and I packed out my favorite Terra chips.
Yeah, but forgot mayonnaise.
Yeah, bummer, man. Good thing their bread's good.
Yeah, their bread's really good, so it didn't really need mayonnaise.
It's like a hiker failed to not have at least one packet of mayonnaise.
We're still on a road. I think we'll be on a road for another...
I think most of the day.
Most of the day.
8 miles.
Yeah. 12 miles into the day, and we have finally hit the trail. Road walks are done for now, although the trail looks like it's more of an abandoned old forest road, but I guess they stopped maintaining the road here, and it's slowly becoming a single track. What do you think, Petra?
I mean, I'm just so glad to be here and off a road. Like it's not.
It is so green in here. I think there's a mountain in front of us, but it's covered in clouds. There's a couple points today where I thought we were gonna have an epic view, but there's clouds. It's supposed to clear up tomorrow. There's some clouds covering that mountain. Some snow. There she is. You've all heard of her. The famous Petra. The first unavoidable water crossing.
Yeah, and then walk right through.
I mean, I don't know why you're trying to pick your route, because either way you're walking through it.
Fuck. Oh, it's cold and wet. Oh dear. Oh, okay. Excellent.
Camp tonight, there are
4 other PNT thru hikers.
Yeah.
Besides us. That's
so
6
that's
of us.
6 PNT hikers at the same campsite.
We're in the bubble.
Yeah. We are the bubble. Yeah, we met Cerveza and her dad, Mosey, and then her boyfriend is hiking with them to Eureka. And then we met Backtrack. He's here as well. We met him last night at Polebridge. We're at Red Meadow Lake, which is apparently a very busy campground. It's like not even 8 o'clock.
Bedtime?
I think we're in for some pretty scenery tomorrow. Good night.
Peace. Good morning.
It's cold.
Yeah, it is. It's cold.
Yeah, it's not warm.
Not at all.
You know what's going to be great, though?
What?
Putting on wet socks. Yeah, when we checked in the tent, we talked about how it was cold, but we didn't realize how cold it was until we got out and saw.
Yeah, like we weren't just like talking about cold wet socks. We were talking about our socks were frozen.
Yeah, our socks were frozen. It was
and our shoes were frozen.
Reminiscent of the AT in March, but it's
my water
July
was a slushy.
3rd. July 3rd today.
Yeah, today's July 3rd.
Yeah.
And apparently it dropped below freezing last night, which is why everything that I had packed for this trip wasn't keeping me warm enough.
The sun is out today, though, so we were able to at least thaw and warm our socks up a little bit before we put them on.
Now they're just wet socks.
Now we just have wet feet, but should dry out as we walk. Yeah, we're just leaving camp.
It's 9:30. We're like totally behind the ball.
Yeah.
And the goal is to go 21 miles today. We'll see how we have a big climb ahead of us, and then we're going to be hanging out at about 7,000 feet for the better part of the day.
Petra's a train.
No, I'm just terrified of grizzlies, and I'm hoping if I make as much sound as possible, they won't come anywhere near me.
So we just got water. It was our last opportunity to get water before our climb up to just over 7,000 feet. And we're going to be up there for 15 miles before we see water again. So our packs are a little heavier than they were a few minutes ago, but at least we won't go thirsty.
We're trying to climb up to Mount Locke, and at first there was just a little bit of snow on the trail, and I thought that was cute, but this isn't cute anymore. There is so much snow up here. I don't even think we're halfway up. It's crazy. And we're not even sure if we're going the right way.
You look like how I feel, Petra.
Yeah, I feel the way you feel.
We just got lost.
We've spent an hour
like 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. We our trail GPS does not match the actual trail. And we went back to the last place we found trail and walked back to where we got lost. And realized that a fallen tree was blocking the continuation of the trail. We are now back on trail, but you know, we still have 1,000 feet of elevation to gain, so who knows what the snow is going to be, because
so much snow.
this is what the trail currently looks like. Can you see the trail?
Yeah, we can't either.
It's there.
We think.
I think. Well, you know.
This is a bit of trail.
We're standing on trail. I think it goes that way.
Summit. Almost 2 o'clock.
It's almost 2?
Yeah. I don't think we're going to make our 21-mile goal today, which is okay. But there's a camp, I think that's 11 miles from here. Hiking in the snow and like being lost is exhausting. Like physically, and but mentally too. It was like a little bit scary to not really be sure where you are, which, you know, honestly we expected on the PNT. I'm not sure. I think I was more thinking that would happen on bushwhacks though, but I can see how snow could really mess things up too. I don't know. I mean, it's beautiful up here though. Let's see if I can show you. Oh, we're drying out our tent. You can see the trail behind the tent. There's Retune. That's the view we have from lunch. That's the direction we're headed, all the way over there. Yeah, it's pretty nice.
It's nice to actually see the trail. We got a little lost, but now we're back on track. It's a lot of daylight. Anything can happen. Yeah, comments are the only helpful thing on gut hooks. And you would think as a company that they would, you know, try to integrate some of the comments into what they're selling people. But it's, they pretty much just took the PNT digest book and imported all the points, and then I don't even know, randomly drew lines. We found out from some other hikers that there are blazes carved into the tree, but I have still yet to see one. If I do see one, I'll take a picture. Onwards to Lock Mountain. Good morning.
I'm not even sure where to begin. Yesterday, the PNT chewed us up and spit us out. Just about all of yesterday would be classified as type 2 fun.
Yeah, there were a lot of learning experiences. We were never really in any extreme danger.
But easily could have been.
Yeah, with, losing the trail a couple
Multiple times. Yeah. Got hooks. You're useless.
The lessons that we learned were important, and I think will help us on the future on this trail as we get into the more bushwhacky sections.
Wait, you forgot the thunderstorm.
Oh.
Yeah, surprise thunder and hail.
Yeah.
On our way up a mountain. Fortunately, it blew over and we only had about 10 terrifying minutes, but there's a whole burn section on Mount Walk, so following the trail was also not easy, and again, gut hooks wasn't very accurate as far as where the trail actually is. But we actually did a pretty good job of navigating that.
We hit our type 3 fun in the last 2 miles of our day. Mind you, we were extremely tired. It had been a strenuous day, both in the physical sense and then mentally. We were pretty drained at this point.
We ended up only hiking 15 miles yesterday. It took us 13 hours.
Yeah. After we got to the other side of Lock Mountain, the trail stops following
26?
Whitefish Traverse number 26 and turns out of the saddle between Lock and whatever the next peak is. It was 2 miles downhill to camp. We were like, yes.
Yeah, and I think at this point it was like 7:30, maybe 8 o'clock. So we were like,
so we're like,
it was already kind of late, but we had plenty of daylight.
But we were like, oh, at least we'll get into camp by 9. And about a quarter mile down the trail, the entire forest had fallen over. We had to climb over, around
like
the blowdowns, like trees took trees down. And like, I think we spent less time on the trail for a mile, maybe a mile and a half, than we did actually on the trail. It made the bushwhacking around the fallen trees very dangerous because you couldn't really see what you were stepping on, and if you stepped through, you were stepping through to creek beds, which presented an even further drop than just falling through to the forest floor. Yeah, we didn't get into camp till after 10, I think.
For me, what was the most scary was the trail itself, like what you can see in front of you is so faint that like oftentimes we were losing sight of this tiny little track.
Yeah, this is no walk in the woods.
No. No, this is like fighting your way to the other side. It's because like I know that there's bushwhacking on this trail. Like I'm ready for that. Like I've watched other people's YouTube videos, and I thank you to all the people who went before me. I thought I knew what I was getting myself into, and now that I'm out here, I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah, we're gonna
like detail that in gut hooks for anybody else who comes behind us, so that they know, because it was really scary, like what we went through.
Come on through.
Yeah. Am I under yet?
A few more steps. Nice crab walk.
Thanks.
Okay, you're good.
Oh, thanks. That was an easy one.
Man, that was a tough 2 mile road walk.
Shut up! just got a car ride.
Yeah, so we were told hitching would be next to impossible just because of COVID. Good thing most people in Montana have pickup trucks, so you don't have to come into contact with anyone.
Well, especially after the day we had yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad about it.
We have the option of camping at 13 miles from our start today, or 19 miles at a cabin. That car ride made 19 very possible. We have about another mile, maybe a mile and a half of this road walk. And then we'll turn onto Foundation Creek Trail.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful day. We met some goats.
We did meet some goats.
We met a three-legged dog.
We did meet a three-legged dog.
Yeah, we'll check in later.
Ciao. I just thought it would be nice to check in. It's almost 4 o'clock and we have managed to travel, oh, I don't know, like 15 miles, right? And yes, I will own it. We got to hitch 2 miles up a dirt road that we would have otherwise walked. So we cheated a little. Yeah, hike your own hike. I'm not feeling the least bit guilty about riding in the back of a pickup truck for 2 miles of a road walk at high noon on a fairly hot day. Judge me if you want. I don't care. I'm going to keep living my own life, and the whole point of this is to have a good time. And today, I'm having a good time. And we ended up meeting a woman by the name of Mosey, is her trail name. Mosey's going to be 70 this month, which is super awesome because she's like very experienced, extremely fit. And we actually just spent like the last 5 miles hiking with her. However, she was going up to the peak of Mount Wham, and we just kind of skirt the peak and we're carrying on to Mount Stall. It was really nice to share some of the hike with her and get to hear about her experience on the PNT and what it's like to live out here in rural Montana. And I don't expect to see a lot of people out here, so I'm taking up every opportunity I get to enjoy the company of others. So now we're on our way to the peak of Mount Stall, where we hear that there is a fire tower that we can sleep in. So that's our goal, and we're only about 5 or so miles away from it. This out. This is our digs for tonight. So we decided we would stay the night here. So we have a 360-degree mountain view. It's got a working wood-burning stove. It's 4th of July, and this is an awesome place to spend America's independence. I don't think we're gonna get any fireworks, but I think a 360-degree mountain view is like way cooler than fireworks.
Happy 4th of July. America.
America. Good morning.
Good morning. We just camped right in there. Camped, I mean we slept in luxury with windows.
Trail luxury, yeah.
A roof and a stove. Nice and toasty all night. Yeah. Here we are at the top of Stall Peak, heading back to the PNT. We had some cabin luxury, a privy, and yeah, life's pretty good this morning on the Pacific Northwest Trail. How you doing?
I would say anyone who's hiking the PNT and has an opportunity to sleep at the Stall Lookout, I highly recommend. It's just a nice treat. So now we'll see what the day has in store for us. We're hoping to get as close to Eureka as possible. And we'll set up camp so that we can Nero in tomorrow morning. We're about 24 miles out of town right now. This isn't a race. I think I like that. Trail update. It's 1:30. We've been hiking since 9:30. It's like 4 hours. We haven't even gone 5 miles because the entire trail is snow. As you can see all around me. And all my research of this trail and blog I read from a guy who hiked it last year. And last 2 years of vloggers on YouTube, no one mentioned snow like this. So I don't know if I'm just extra lucky this year. Real talk, it's a lot of snow this year. And hiking in the snow is slow going and exhausting. Guess which is the trail. Is it the left one or is it the right one? One of these is a trail. Or supposed to be. Let's turn back and see which way Retune goes. So where's the trail?